Namaste, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Rose Serpent Oracle. Today, you guys, I'm coming in feeling very grateful and very excited to deliver these messages. These messages are coming from the Archangels. And as you can see, I already have these beautiful cards here. I have to share with you guys that I was recording and it was going amazing. And then, boom, I don't know where my hand did something and to a cable and my microphone went off and everything went twisted. However, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm here. I'm going to do it. This is a very powerful message. I'm excited too because the sun is like illuminating. It's a beautiful morning. And once again, I'm not going to let just a situation to stop me from delivering these messages. Anyways, I'm sending you guys so much love. I'm grateful that you're here. So, all right. So I'm very excited because we have 773. So we have angel number 773 for those who love researching and learning about the angel numbers, the frequencies, or if you are into numerology. Moving forward, let's go. So we have the 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. This energy feels a lot like Aries energy. There is a need or a feeling of leadership, right? I feel like Archangel Gabriel is saying, just do it. Stop overthinking. Stop the procrastination. You don't have to be perfect. Let go of these ideas that you are not good enough and just take an action right now. Stand up for what you believe. And I'm going to tell you something. When Archangel Gabriel is around and you are like resisting to share your gifts and your talents, man, you have to be careful because the energy of Gabriel, you can feel it and then it becomes like you get angry. You're like, why I cannot? So that's Gabriel right there around you, helping you move forward, okay? Because Archangel Gabriel help us with channeling our gifts and our talents, okay? And so thank you, Gabriel. Moving forward, we have the 7 of Michael. There's a better course of action available to you. Working alone might not be the best answer. Review all details. And so I feel like this message is for some of you who have been praying about clarity, about what direction. Maybe some of you are thinking about collaboration. I will say take a leap of faith, but first read all of the details, all right? For some other of you, I feel like this message is really about joining a group, a community, and allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to showcase your gifts, your talents. All right? So remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. When we're talking about collaborations, we want to be careful, obviously. You need to know, are we aligned in our values? And I'm going to say, follow your own gut feeling. We have 3 of Ariel. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a cooperative manner. You see, there's 2 messages with this 773 about coming together or collaborating. I also feel, because of the page of Ariel saying an excellent opportunity will be offered to you, a scholarship or the pursuit of education. You see, time to get to work. That some of you might get an invitation to collaborate or to participate in something. So what I'm going to say is open yourself up to experience and ask questions. You know what I mean? Allow yourself the experience or allow yourself the gift of collaborations and being around community. Before signing any paperwork or going long term, I'm going to say sit with it, right? Write things down before making any choice or decision. And Page of Ariel is saying you are reliable, you are clever, you are educated, and you are balanced. Okay. Next one, we have the 10 of Raphael. And Raphael is saying the love and blessings fills your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. And now, when we're talking about happily ever after, I just kind of want to pay attention to that. Having relationships, they take work. And I feel like the happily ever after kind of energy sounds like Disney to me. And we are meant to be getting out of that energy and into a more realistic, higher ascendant perception and perspective about what love and relationships are. Every freaking relationship take works. And so I just want you to be mindful. I just thought about sharing that. A lot of times we have unconscious expectations that, if there is true love, then everything should be this way and that way, when in true relationships take a lot of work and commitment, and it requires vulnerability and communication. All right. Number 0, with a leap of faith, Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart and to what gives you joy. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. And here comes the wheel. The wheel is number 10, and we have Archangel Jeremiel. New beginnings, ends of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. And so with this wheel, Archangel Jeremiel is pretty much saying we are closing cycles. And for some of you, things will start moving. And now, to what degree are things going to move? Well, I don't know. It is important to understand, right, with the Wheel of Fortune, that when the Wheel of Fortune or the wheel energy is there, this speaks of cycles, commitments, soul contracts you have made before coming here. And so it is important to just go with the flow of the wheel, because the wheel might take you one way in order for you to learn new information, and then it might take you into another detour where you are going to meet a person that's meant to also awaken something within you. Sometimes it's just about information or coming across the correct data. If you've been seeking for answers of like, what is next? I don't know what it is. I'm overwhelmed. Nothing is moving. Well, the wheel or Archangel Jeremiel will take you also into manifesting new beginnings, and then it help you close cycles and coming across the correct data, information, or to meet the correct people or situations that will help you move forward. All right. Beautiful. By the way, as I am recording today is the 10th of October. All right. We had before, when I was recording, these two archetypes of the King of Cups and the Moon. All right, so we're going to talk about this energy. When we have the Moon and the King of Cups, this is saying that we might or might not be experiencing very strong emotions. Some of you are also experiencing heightened intuition, lots of creativity, feeling very tuned in, very tapped in. There's a lot of sensitive within the energy. And now, so we have a polarity to this, right? We can be on one side, right? And here the moon is dry and I'm getting revelations. My unconscious is revealing a lot about what's going on to me in my internal world. Where am I feeling trapped? How am I creating narratives that are keeping me away from moving forward? When we're working with the moon, we want to think about resources, prosperity, abundance. How are we sometimes denying ourselves these experiences because of unconscious fears? These energies speak of self-worth and self-love. Are you showing up, nurturing yourself? Are you nurturing your gifts and your talents? Are you learning new skills? Are you improving in your relationship with this King of Cups? King of Cups, are we working through manifesting accountability, and nurturing ourselves, also nurturing relationships and connections. The moon is also saying, hey, over here, we want to pay attention to imbalances and disharmony, right? So ask yourself, how do I feel about my internal world? What is my physical body revealing to me? If you have some discomforts or body aches, the moon might be blasting you and it wants to reveal again, where are you feeling neglected, unseen, ugly, unvalued, trapped within your own emotions and maybe the narratives of your inner child or your inner teenager. And so the moon and the King of Cups is saying you have to reevaluate your life, how you take choices and decisions. Do you have the tendency to pull away, or the push and pull with people? How are you showing up in relationships? If you're working through manifesting collaborations in partnerships and community, well, this energy is saying it's important to mature in how we show up. So we have to review with the moon our relationship with our values, our priorities. Are we comfortable with practicing vulnerability? Are we impeccable with our words? If you're gonna open yourself up to new experiences or relationships or any kind, right? With the Ten of Raphael, are you ready to show up with a feeling of I am abundance, I am prosperity, I am safe, I'm not afraid to show up in truth with my light and my shadow? Or are we here where, we might have some hidden internalized narratives and emotions that keep us with the push and pull and manifesting repeated cycles of where we do not experience a flow of reciprocity. And so this energy is saying, we have to ask ourselves important questions, pay attention to your dreams. The King of Cups is someone very resourceful, and that's why he's wearing a necklace of a fish, because the fish represent abundance and prosperity. And so some of you, like I said before, are feeling very psychic, or your intuition is very, very strong right now. It's important to take action, right? We have Gabriel in Metatron saying, take a leap of faith, share your gifts and talents. We have Archangel Michael saying, improve, right? You must become reliable. Yes, cleverness. Well, that speaks of someone who is creative and intelligent, right? Educated, continue expanding. And then when we're talking about balance, that's what we want to do with those two energies. All right. I'm glad I decided to move forward with this reading. Okay, beautiful. So Three of Pentacles reversed. When the Three of Pentacles is reversed, we have experienced some kind of delays or disappointment when it comes to partnerships, collaborations, building together, okay? So this can be about the Nine of Swords. And if we bring all this energy together, I just want to say that, okay, the situation is being about learning lessons. Who do we choose to come into connections and to collaborations? How are we showing up within relationships? You know what I mean? Are we coming from a place of openness and being receptive? I'm not in competition. I'm not in jealousy, right? Because I have already taken a look at all of this. But then there's that polarity to the energy, right? We are in the world of duality and polarity, and so if we have not yet worked through these, we are joining people from a place of insecurity, where we still is carrying a lot of stories. All these swords represent stories that you tell yourself, and it's stories and narratives and unprocessed trauma and its unconscious expectations. And so if all of this is hidden, the moon is and the sun are going to blast you into those revelations in order for you to bring this into a sense of harmony, So if for example, this Three of Pentacles was upright, and I read energy too. Obviously, I'm here in spirit. I can feel it in my right side. For example, when the Three of Pentacles is next to the King of Cups right here, there is reciprocity. So I'm meeting people, I'm meeting connections from a place of spiritual authority. I know who I am. I have the crown here. I'm intuitive. I got to offer. I'm very creative. I go with the flow. I listen. My cup has been filled. I'm not in lack. And so I got a lot to offer. So I'm collaborating, and I'm not in unhealthy competition. I'm not experiencing jealousy and envy or trying to manipulate outcomes of situations. And you can take all of this even to romantic relationships and with our family. How many times, we still are holding on to grudges, and there's jealousy and envy and competition within our families, man. We're carrying lots of resentment, lots of stuff from our past. And so what happens? We push and pull. And so Spirit is saying you still are, we have so many people here and different people who are listening. So you need to find yourself, where you at when it comes to these energies playing out. How are you playing with these energies? So this is very positive. It's just saying you're going through a period of growth and expansion, and we're doing shadow work. And as you embrace, self-love, self-nurturing, nurturing your gifts, your talents, your life, your connections, from a place of awareness and mindfulness. This means I know where I'm at. I know I'm working through the releasing of all of this. And so, I'm going to bring compassion and understanding to everybody in my life, the closest connections, and then to my own self, obviously, right? We want to put these Three of Pentacles upright. So we want to call in that energy. We want to claim and say, yes, I desire to show up from a place of spiritual authority, and I'm open to reciprocity and the real meaning of what it is to have collaborations and partnerships and friendships and love. And to even with Raphael, who said you might rekindle relationships or manifest new ones, because what happens when we change? Everything else changes, right? I feel like this feels very good, very settled. At the end of the day, once again, you are being blessed. Embrace the changes. Know that you're moving through this Nine of Swords here. You're clearing this Nine of Swords, so you're becoming aware. The moon is showing you what's up, what needs work. There might be a process of revelations. You're meant to be improving. We want to open ourselves up to collaborate with the will too. And remember, nurture your seeds of potentiality. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. It's been beautiful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. You can even share this video with your loved ones if you feel like it. May you be blessed on your journey. Namaste. Ciao, ciao.